both talking about this Chappelle special that just came out. So Dave Chappelle put out The Closer, right?
The GOAT, the mastermind,
and
Chef's Kiss.
So he put out The Closer. He says in the special it's going to be his last special for a minute.
Yeah, which I'm sad.
I'm not so much, because to me, we've got a lot of specials back to back to back from him. I kind of want to let things sit.
Overexposure can be bad.
I want to let things sit. I want, right now, every single time he puts something out, it causes a stir. And he knew that. And he knew that this last one was going to cause a stir. And he wanted to just address everything. And I think he wants to just let the climate change.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really think, like, when he came back to a way different climate.
Yeah.
And people not even really knowing him for the original thing everyone else knew him for.
Yeah.
It almost seems like now he's being known for being wild or whatever.
Yeah. And
in
like,
people's eyes.
The thing that Dave always says is that stand-up and comedy in itself is an art form that needs to be protected. In this climate that we live in today, it seems like it's going away.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going away, because I've been seeing actually like more and more comedians, but I've been definitely seeing the fight against it.
Yeah.
Like, people get annoyed that comedians can say whatever they want allegedly and then just be able to say, well, it was just a joke.
Mm-hmm.
For whenever, like, they get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing about it is, like, anytime a comedian's trying, like, every time a comedian's saying something, usually for the most part, anytime you see them say something, they're just trying to make a joke.
Exactly.
They're trying to get the laugh.
So, like, it's difficult because it's not like you're a band. You know, like, let's say you're a band and you wrote a new song, and that song, you play that song live, and that song is garbage. Like, the backlash is going to be different from when you're a comedian and you're saying things. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're always testing material.
So you're always testing material. Every time you're on stage, you're working out, right? Yeah. And then the thing with it is, you don't, like, all right, when you write a song, you at least have other people in the band that are like, yeah, no, this song's good.
Yeah.
They worked on it together a lot of the times. Or if not, like, there's something where you can sit and listen to it. You can record it, see how it makes you feel, test the water, see how it makes other people feel. With stand-up, you can write a joke, be like, I think this might be funny. Let me test this out on stage in front of people.
Yeah, and see if it really is
And then if
funny.
it doesn't hit, you're like, okay, didn't work, back to the drawing board.
Mm-hmm.
And then if somebody takes that and then takes it out of the context of what you're doing and then just puts it out word for word in a written article,
then you're just like,
you look
crazy.
Fucking wild.
Yeah.
Imagine if half the shit that we said was just taken out into print.
Yeah.
Without any of, like, inflection, without any like nuance, any of the context of what we're saying it in.
Yeah.
So, like, someone could have a whole story.
Bro, all your Latinx quotes would just be, all your Latinx quotes would just be crazy.
But I'm Latinx.
They'd be like, bro, this man said Hispanic Uncle Tom, bro. He hates his own people.
So that's the thing, though, is, like, you can take anything out of context, put it up there, and it just look insane.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, man. It's that's why I respect, like, when they tell you to put your phones away, like,
yeah.
when they lock them up and shit.
Yeah. Because
I've just seen way too many times that, like, comedians that I genuinely enjoy, that, like, I understand their humor, get taken out of context. Like, any single time Bill Burr they try to cancel Bill Burr, like, bro, like,
Bill Burr is too much of a goat. Like, he's not. I don't think he knows he's a white guy and he's making fun of himself for it.
Yeah. Like, but he's also, like, he's always, like, a contrarian. He's always just taking other sides. He's always just thinking of things where it's like, oh, I didn't think about it like that, but it's funny. Yeah. You know what I mean? And, that's the whole thing with Dave Chappelle with this one. It was to make you think.
Exactly.
But I'm glad that there was definitely jokes. Like, before, for these past YouTube specials and stuff that he's been doing, that he's just been putting out, it more seems like he's just been trying to say something.
Yeah.
And then because of everything he's done, we just listen.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got, like, his points or whatever, but this was legitimate, like, comedy.
Yeah.
And he had a message. And he had, like, a point that he was trying to get across.
Right.
So, you know, we're going to be spoiling whatever the fuck because we're assuming that you guys have done y'all's homework and watched this.
But if you haven't, go watch it, come back,
and then you can hear us talk about it. Because the second when he goes, like, when he tells, I just want you guys to stop punching down on my people.
Bro,
it's a matter of perspective for real.
No, for sure. And, like, he even goes into like when he's like, please don't abort the baby. And guys, if you're pro-life, come on, don't abort the baby. Because he's saying like, bro, this man was wild before any of this stuff.
Now, what I will say though,
Yeah.
I think he kind of put him on blast because a lot of the general population
Did not know
and a
about
lot
the
of the
Walmart?
people, did not know about the Walmart thing.
I knew about the
now,
Walmart thing.
So now they're like, whoa.
Yeah.
He's homophobic and a murderer?
But like that's what I'm saying, where it's like that Walmart thing could have came out at any point and it would have not done anything to his career.
Oh,
it
for
might
sure.
have made him even hotter as an artist because you'd be like, oh,
Same
he's
thing
hard.
with what, doesn't Gucci have a murder case he beat?
Yeah.
Snoop
So, like-
Dogg has a murder case he
So,
beat.
like, please, before you cancel us too, think about the fact that it's crazy that a person could have killed someone and it do nothing to its career, or just be like an other thing. But the fact that like he said some homophobic stuff, it's like ending his career.
So this is what
And I think it is because do you think it's because LGBTQ has white people in it?
yeah.
Because that's the point that Dave was making.
So here's the thing about it all is like, it's not a choice if you truly identify with it, but it's a choice to identify with it, if that makes sense. So like you could be gay and be closeted and be in your mind about it and have those feelings, but you could also choose to not say something about it, not truly be you,
Yeah.
and then not have to deal with the same things that like the LGBTQ community deals with. But when you're black or Hispanic, you don't have that choice to not identify with it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't identify with your culture, the rest of the world identifies you with your culture.
Right.
So it's like, not that being gay is a choice, not that being trans is a choice, but to some people, it's trendy and fun to experiment. It's kind of like that white boy fun shit, which I definitely have subscribed to, which is like playing all those gay jokes, doing all these things where it's like, because
being
you don't
sus.
because you don't have to like be ridiculed and all this kind of stuff all the time, you can choose to be different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can choose to be wild. As opposed to like, for a lot of people in our community, people might think we're wild, but that's just our culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, if like our aunts say something wild, they're not trying to be edgy.
No,
That's
they're not.
just a culture.
That's just literally what they think.
Exactly. So it's kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? Like now the conversation changes a little bit where
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yo, if you try to have the pronoun conversation with like Hispanics, they're gonna laugh at your face.
oh yeah, it's something that we try to educate, but it's hard when they're like always have something like more pressing.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I'm sorry, but like I'm not a citizen and I'm trying to figure out how to get an apartment, get a job, and like put food on the table. I don't have the time to think about pronouns.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then we're like, well, you got to be more mindful, you know, and of course they do.
Yeah.
But it's also like, yo, we have bigger fish to fry out here.
Yeah. And
Than to be focusing, like we're still trying to deal with our rights and like citizenship and like not going back to a country we don't know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I don't have too much time to respect like the name you want to be called.
Yeah.
And I do because I was born here and I ain't got as much of that struggle.
Yeah.
So I have a little more time to pay attention to pronouns. But the rest of the community don't.
So are you giving me a pass?
I'm giving you a pass, yeah.
Okay. I'm just-
But not for very long.
Yeah. Yeah.